I don't know why. This is his show, not mine, guys. So I'm just.
That's right. It is the Duke review.
Yes, it is the Duke. It is not the Grem review. It's not the Jake review yet. I'm just kidding.
Well, I have enough shows to worry about myself.
If you do play God of War, Duke says you will enjoy it. Alice the Madness Returns, and Duke says to buy this game.
Hey, there you go. Buy it.
Buy Alice the Madness Returns. Duke says it is a very good game, and if you, again, have played God of War or have experience with it, you probably should be able to pick up on the controls right away. It should play very well, and I think everyone will enjoy it. It's a nice spin on the Alice in Wonderland fairy tale. So, okay, we will be moving right along here, and we will be moving on to the next one, and actually one that I actually have pretty good experience about. This is NCAA Football 12.
Oh.
I don't know.
Football is in football or football? Oh, that football.
Yes,
okay.
as in the American version of football. I know Duke
Not
might
to
ask
play
you-
it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not window dressing for the likes of Jake Rogers. But I do actually have experience with this game. The recruiting is about the same as last year's, from my own personal experience. I'll go through this real quick while Duke is texting me here. And what I love is the coaching carousel. If you really just want to play as a coach rather than just taking one team to the top, you can go into a coaching carousel where teams will be trying to get you to be on their team, and it works for every team. So all 100 and I think it's 32 if I'm not mistaken. All 132 teams will have different coaches. You can play offensive and defensive side of the balls only as well. I think that was a great twist for the Dynasty mode. The Road to Glory mode was a bit tricky, being a double threat. Basically, you can play on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball in your high school year. Also, with your high school year, you don't have to just do the playoffs. You can do your senior year, and you can go between 9 and 11 games, and then go into the playoffs right after that. So you have enough games to build up your superstar. Also, with the Road to Glory, I love the whole XP earning type thing, where you can buy power-ups for either a game day or your career with the XP. Now, for Duke's review himself, he says that the recruitment is good. Excuse me. The gameplay is about the same as last year, which the gameplay for the most part was really good last year, from my point of view. And if you play any football game at all, like if you play Madden or I don't know if 2K actually makes a football game still or not, but if you play any of the football games, the controls will feel right at home. There's really nothing that's different. And also that Duke also says that the intros for certain colleges, when they come out to the field, it makes it feel more realistic. Like the Maryland Terrapins Turtles, just for an example, it just popped in my head. They actually have the turtle statue where ironically, it popped in my head, right? They have the turtle statue that they all will touch and everything. But Duke's overall review for the game, he suggests that you rent NCAA Football 12. Not so much buy it. Jake, I don't know if there's anything that you would like to add for this game.
I think they did a pretty good job on it, and renting it is a good option.
Mm-hmm.
And a little advice I'd say about renting it is, if you're a big fan of the game and you like it a lot, buy it. But use that as a second alternative there. But renting it is a good call from Duke Dice, who's texting you via cell phone.
Yep. Yeah, again, we apologize for Duke not being here. This is not Grammar Review. This is not Jake Review. This is still, Duke Reviews. So just go with it. Let's see. Okay, I guess right now, this is where we'll include Jake Rogers a bit. And we will have Jake
really?
Rogers mugshot, picture right there. 1 second.
Wait, you guys got a mugshot of me? Oh, that looks pretty. Look at that.
It's very nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get the one from '92. It had a terrible turtleneck on it. You don't even want to see it.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Duke was not able to find that, but you can take it to the bank that he will eventually. All right. Normally,
nice play on words.
I know. Duke had some questions to ask Jake. I will be asking for Duke, and our first question was, Jake, what is up with this whole Dreamland thing? Please explain.
I don't really know the question. What do you mean Dreamland?
Like,
I show up to the shows.
Mhm.
I go in my locker room. I kick my feet up on the couch. I take myself a little nap. I get up. The show's over, and I go to get to the car, and I get attacked by anti-venom. That's pretty much what happens most of the time. I don't dream much.
Okay. Well, I guess we're mistaken then. We apologize for that.
Am I missing something?
I don't believe so. And again, we all saw that anti-venom did attack Jake Rogers in the back, and that was a very cowardless act that anti-venom showed, and we disapprove here at Duke Reviews on the attack.
No, I have a funny story about that actually.
Oh yeah.
When I got up and I was cleaning my wounds, I asked Faith who attacked me, and she was describing to me who it was, and she was like, "Oh, the guy in the mask," and I was like, "Oh, anti-venom, I love that guy." And then it finally hit me. It's like, "Oh, blimey, he hit me." But I don't see why he would take anything towards me or what he has against me. I really have not. Haven't seen much on him, but I've seen enough of him to know he's kind of arrogant. He's kind of rotten to people, and he's gonna get his due soon enough.
Oh yeah.
But not by me, by Snowman.
Oh well, that's yet to be seen. Is there any pursuit of any titles, or is there any titles that Jake Rogers has his eyes set on?
I was kind of partial to my Revolution title before I lost it over in the undercard. But in the future, I see myself going on to bigger and better things. Would it be another world title like the Revolution title was? Probably, or probably not. Maybe something as if the Intercontinental Championship is looking promising in that division. Or maybe I might throw my hat in the custom championship ranks since I'm trying to get even with anti-venom. Or with the whole thing being passed, that now our female wrestlers can fight alongside the men. You might see Jake and Faith, the cutthroat couple, finally going to the tag competition.
Okay, sorry about that. I almost fell asleep on Jake Rogers' couch there. Anyways,
hey, don't do that.
No.
Might lose you.
The last question that we had was Faith Rogers. Now, I know that
Yes.
A lot of people love her new look and everything. Can you maybe just tell us like maybe a funny story on Faith or anything interesting that we might not know about Faith and that you can share with the RCWF world and everyone else out there?
There's a lot of stories I can tell about Faith, but I'm gonna stick to the ones that aren't gonna get me in too much trouble.
Good idea.
Let's see. What we got here? There was one, and it mostly involves me and Mr. Troop, but this is one of those things gone wrong. If you remember last about 3 or 4 months ago, when Faith took her leave and took a break from wrestling, while the Shimmer brand and Demolition brand were still going, and I was moved to Painkiller. What happens usually, and you know how it is, when after Painkiller tapings is over, all the guys who already had wrestled that night are free to party for the rest of the week until we move on to the next place. So, and Faith didn't have to wrestle for Shimmer that night because, as I just told you, she was taking a break. So it was me, Faith, and Mr. Troop who we went to this club, and we're sitting there, and there's this crazy old man sitting in the bar stool, and the women walk by, and he grabs whatever he can grab at, and Troop, like, he taps him on the shoulder, it's like, hey Jake, we want to take care of that bull over there, and before I can even answer, Faith is like, no, I took a break from this. You're not gonna get your whole macho attitude in here. You're not gonna cause a fight. Sit down, shut up, and play it cool. And that's when you just kind of gotta go, yes, dear, and suck it up. But she went to get more drinks. Troop stepped up to go to the bathroom, and I'm left alone. And on her way to get the drinks, the crazy old man took a grab at her.
Ooh.
Yes. Actually, hold on. But someone gets thrown through a glass partition. Someone gets hurt. End story.
End of story. I think we can all figure out who got hurt and how the story completely ended. I'm trying to get some more messages. Oh, Duke wants to say, shank you, Jake, for coming on the show. I'm sorry, thank. I read that wrong, not shank. Thank you, Jake, for showing up for an interview here. We apologize for the technical difficulties that Duke Dice has had, but we know that the show must go on, and that's what we're doing. Oh, also, if any of you guys are out there that would love to get an interview with us, just let us know. Either not text message to Duke, because that's what he's doing to me. But either go on the forums for RCWF or catch us up on Skype. One of us will definitely be on. We'll take care of it, and we'll get a schedule going. Even if the time zones don't match, we'll get you. We'll get you situated. We'll figure out what to do. We're pretty savvy like that. So, if any of you guys are out there just really wanting to, be a part of this, just let us know. And Jake, I hope you're still with us. Jake, are you still here, buddy? He fell on his couch again. Alright, well, we'll just move along here. We apologize for Jake falling asleep on us. Duke did have just one more question, but we will just go ahead and move on to previews. I believe our first preview is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
It's really kind of good with both of the parts in the sauce.
Okay. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about the little slow here, but here we go. As I said, I'm getting messages from Duke here. I've played one Call of Duty game, I think it was Modern Warfare 2. And I'll be honest with you, I sucked at it. On the Xbox 360, I kind of prefer first-person shooters with the mouse. But for just a game itself, I mean, the game ran pretty smooth. So, Duke says when you pre-order it, you get a hardened edition if you're a super hardcore fan. I do not know what comes in the hardened edition. I'm sure Duke will text me very soon on this. But we'll take a look at the chat real quick and just seeing all you guys. We appreciate everyone that is watching right now. We really do. It helps us out a lot in getting this right off the ground. We, again, apologize for everything kind of falling apart on us here. Duke said that you get all the downloadable content as well, which is pretty sweet. I mean, right off the bat, you can get it rather than having to download it, seems like. Or, you don't have to pay for the downloaded content, which can be a pain in the butt sometimes. It sets you back $100, but it's totally worth it. You can, well, speaking for Duke, I mean, come on, he can afford $100. He can probably win it in like 1 hour. So, you know, for us hard-working folks, you know, $100 might be a bit tough, but, you know, for a guy like Duke, I can see him just going, yeah, $100, no problem.